Sorry, him, but copyright. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, as you can obviously tell by the title, I'm going to be doing the Ride or Die tag formerly created in a matter of speaking by Jaclyn Hill. So basically it's Ride or Die is basically a bunch of products that you would instantly reach for, say for a last minute pack up if you're going on a trip, or on the opposite end of that scale if you randomly gotten caught up in a natural disaster and you have to bail out your home soon and fast. So what would be the most products that you would just grab and not regret grabbing and wishing to grab something else? So I'm guessing that's what she generally means by it. So it's also going to double as I get ready with me, so I'm obviously taking you through how I did this makeup look. Now there are about two things in this video that I wish I could include, but I can't find them for the life of me. That's probably why they're not going to be in the video. So without further ado, let's get this. Without further ado, let's get started. My first complete love for skincare has been the Neutrogena Naturals, and I will of course have like a little clip, push me over a bit so you can see. It is the Neutrogena Naturals, and I've obviously been using that from I think about 3 years now, probably even 4 years. I was using it for a very long time. I did have a little bit of a break in between, only because I ran out. I was too lazy to go get a new one, so I was using Cetaphil for a short while. But now I'm back on track with Neutrogena. It has cleared my skin up a lot. I also said that I had the worst skin in the world, or the clearest skin right now, but it's definitely really clear. Obviously I've got makeup on, so I do look flawless in a manner of speaking, but also for my other hard skincare for like a more thorough cleanse, I have been using my exfoliating glove, which I specifically got from a grocery store. It's just a random one, but I use it. It is specifically shaped as like a glove, so you can just use your fingers whilst using the glove, as you'll see in the clip as well. That's it for skincare. Back in my room now, I'm going to be using my favourite moisturizer of all time. It's been the Johnson's Daily Face Care, etc, etc. I don't know what type of skin type it's for, but I don't have any issues with it, so obviously it's meant for like combination of oily skin. So I've been using that every single time I just finished washing my face, and to moisturise in general. Hands down for my favourite foundation, even though this is specifically meant for those with naturally naturally dry skin, it's Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I've been using it from about a little over a month, maybe 2 months now, probably in 3 months, but it is just the perfect shade for me since I am fake tanned, and even when I'm not fake tanned, it's not too dark for me either way. It's great colour wise, it's definitely really good with coverage. Some spots you do have to build it up just a little bit, nonetheless I just absolutely love the foundation. For my concealers, I'm a bit torn between two because I do change it up depending on what look I'm doing. I tend to switch up between a Mabelline Fits Me one in the shade 10 or light, or I will use ABH concealer, the one that's down the pan. But of course in the clip that you'll see I do end up using the Maybelline, only because it's so much more runny, it's more liquid. I can spread it on certain points of my face a lot quicker. It comes with a little bit of small doe foot, so I can just dot it on my face wherever I need to. And yeah, for both foundation and my concealer, I have been using my XOBEAUTY flat face brush, or the expert face brush. Pretty much every single brush I'm going to be mentioning in this video is XOBEAUTY. That's how much I love it. I only use one brush brand, so I use both my I use my flat face brush to obviously blend in my foundation, go figure. I also use it to blend in my concealer, only because the foundation brush still has residue foundation on it, so of course it will help with blending the concealer in even more. So I did get a bit carried away when I was doing my first eye, so I did stop and just realised that I need to add a little bit of contour shades. So for the contour shade, I do take the middle one. Obviously I've hit pan on it, so that's a good way to tell which one I use a lot. So I do put it onto the other high points of my face, obviously my forehead, nose, my cheek, or technically what do we call this part of your face? My jawline, and that's it. Once again, going in with my foundation brush to blend it all through, because once again, excess residue of foundation and it just helps blending even more. So blending in with my nose contour, I do go in with a XOBEAUTY eyeshadow brush, an angled eyeshadow brush. Obviously it's meant for eyeshadow because it's labelled that, but I also use it for my nose contour because it's small. I don't know, I just seem to forever reach for it whenever I'm blending in my nose contour. So for my face powder, I have been using the Salvia. I've been using this for quite a few years. I think at least 2 years at the most, so that's not really a few. But I have been using it for a very long time, plus this year, so it's actually technically 3.5 years. And for setting my foundation with, I have been using my XOBEAUTY powder brush. As as you can see, it's like huge. It takes up half my face. So I obviously need to blend down my foundation because I have oily skin. And I'm just work scrape now because it's a loose powder. It's in the shade 00. I keep seeing a crow at my window. That's why I keep looking that way. It is in the shade 00, so it's really good for my skin. It's not too pale, it's not too dark either. For my eyebrows, I cannot go without my ABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills dipbrow pomade in chocolate. It is technically a shade too dark for the hair colour than at blonde, but obviously as you can see I have intense roots coming through, so it's actually managed to bounce all out again. My XOBEAUTY angled eyebrow brush has just been like heaven rays come down and that type moment. Angled brush, and for the pomade, it does feel like it's drying out a little bit, but then again that could just be the texture of it. But as you can see, it's such a good eyebrow for me. That made no sense, but you know what I mean. But also for my brow under concealer, just to sharpen and clean up, I go back in with my ABH contour palette and use technically it's the lightest shade there, but I use it just to clean up under my brow, using obviously a concealer brush from XOBEAUTY. So once we had moved on from the brows, I then go in with my primer. I was about to say pomade. My primer, which has been the MAC Painful and Soft Ochre. It's a nice, good, almost like a tan skin flesh tone shade. I do also use my Real Inks brush to apply this with. Only because I do sometimes use my fingers as well, but I just prefer to use a brush because it spreads a whole lot better, and I don't have to worry about stabbing myself in the eyeball with a nail. So I just put it all around my lid and it gives me a nice clean canvas to work with. So to set my primer, technically it's a palette. I am a fan of the palette. It's not so much of the shades that it's in there that are good for those limited supply of makeup tools, and you don't really have much options to do a smoky eye with, and that's just there and it's good to go. But I specifically love the palette for the Venus shade, or Foxy. Venus or Foxy. Okay, I need to get firm up with myself. It's Foxy. Foxy has a very nice yellow base to it, so it's good for sort of just toning down the concealer that I use for my brows. Plus it's a nice matte shade, so it really will dry down the primer, so there's no creasing at all. And I have recently started picking this trick up where I actually use my XOBEAUTY blender brush to obviously soften in the apply the Foxy shade. Wow. Hands down, without any doubts, any changes of minds, etc., my favourite palette has been the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. Not only because it smells like freaking chocolate, but it just has so many beautiful colours in there, and I'm obviously good on my face today. Like, obviously. It's amazing. I mean, technically, even if I could go with the Naked Basics palette, because there is a nice white shade in there, plus there is it's a shimmer tone, but there is like another in fact, once I get to the first lid colour, I could even use that as for my primer setting shade, or powder setting, that's what I'm trying to say. Too Faced has been my favourite palette. I can literally take that anywhere with me and just change up the looks a bit. They are all neutral tones, so it's not like I can go with a rainbow look on my eyes. So I absolutely love Too Faced, and let's get on to the next thing. This would definitely be a favourite of mine if I could find the bloody thing. That's been the Royal Lash from Benefit, but because I can't find it to save it on life, I have been using the Great Lash from Mabelline, just to like a step-in thing. I do have my lashes today, obviously. It's just been so good. It is starting to dry out, and I am starting to run out, which does suck, but I have a full tube of it. And better yet, if I had my freaking Benefit with me, no, Great Lash has just been superb. I could seriously just grab this and go, or pick it up and use it and then go. So Great Lash has just been amazing. I'm going to have to certain picture somewhere around here of the lashes that I'm talking about. In fact, better yet, there's a box right here. So I have been using the Katy Perry Eyelure lashes in Ochre Honey. I always mention this in my videos. My sister borrowed them and I can't find them now. So I have been absolutely loving Katy Perry Eyelure lashes in Ochre Honey. Like, I could literally wear and tear them. I did just start opening up a new packet, which is the one I just showed you a couple of weeks back, but my sister borrowed it and now I can't find So for my favourite eyeshadow brush, it's definitely the XOBEAUTY eyeshadow brush. It is very, very dense and very stiff, but it does do an excellent job at packing on the colour, whatever colour you're working with. Pencil brush, plus my eyeliner brush, plus my lip definer brush, which I actually use sometimes as an eyeliner brush. My actual pencil brush, I love them all, and I've got them all on my desk, so if anything did happen suddenly out of the blue, I could just grab it all and go. Was not anytime soon, unfortunately, but if I was travelling, I would definitely bolt out the door with all these products that I am mentioning. So for my bronzer, it's definitely been the ON TOUUR palette, which I got from a friend of mine for my birthday back when she lived with us. I only specifically use it for the bronzer shades now because I don't have any highlighter shades anymore. I do, but they're two pink tones. In fact, I'll just blend right in with my skin. So I do use the bronzer shades obviously to bronze my skin on basically the forehead and the temple and cheek area, and just on the jawline. And for my favourite highlighter shade is the Champagne Truffle from the Too Faced palette. I love this. I obviously have it on right now. As you can see, I'm glowing. So I just love Champagne Truffle. It's literally taken everyone by storm. It's amazing. On my forehead a bit, above my brows, because I've been putting it above my brows lately. The tip of my nose and just on the bridge of my nose. Chin and, great finger on my cheeks. So I just love it. I also put a little bit in my inner corner as well. For my setting spray, it has been the Australis Makeup Finishing Spritz with rose water and aloe vera. So I've almost run out, as you can tell. I had to actually look at it in this clip. Remember what I was talking about. So I just absolutely love it. It does I got it in my eye a bit when I sprayed it in, as I'm sure you'll see in the actual clip. If not, if I didn't record that much of it, then I did get a bit in my eye. It was a bit uncomfortable for a few seconds. It obviously does a great job of soaking up any excess powders, really bringing the highlight shade to life. I love this. I did try to buy another one, but they only have one left and it was lidless, so that was really helpful. I will seriously buy this more often. I mean, I do need to branch out a bit more with my fixed sprays and get other ones, but there are obviously great ones out on the internet so far. I'm quite happy with my fixed spray as it is. It's just going to be my makeup, so I'm only going to be wearing it for the duration of the video. Or if I'm going out of the house like a solid 5 minutes. A little bit longer than that, but. So for my favourite lipstick shade, as you can see I'm wearing one right now. I love all the Kylie cosmetics, the ones that I have anyway. It has definitely been the Candy K. I just love this shade. It's just so wearable, and it's one shade that I keep on grubbing at. That made no sense, but you know what I mean. One shade that I just I keep on going for. I just put it on one day because I just felt like wearing it, and I thought, damn, this definitely matches up with every look that I could have possibly go for. So yeah. So of course I do have a bunch of hair care products as well, but I'm going to actually take them from a different Royal Dye video. I just wanted to be specifically skincare and makeup brands videos. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all for my future videos. Bye everyone. It has been a Neutrogena natural. Yes, it's moisturizer of probably even so for both. So I use both my brows. I cannot. I could